2015. The moon today will be transiting its way through the final portion of the sign of Sagittarius as it makes its way through Mula nakshatra. Sometimes we can all get into the position where we become so driven to achieve our aims that we can see nothing other than our goal and feel nothing in our heart other than a burning desire to achieve it. Then should something stand between us and what we're trying to achieve, boy, it better watch out, because what are we going to do? Are we going to pay attention to the fact that there is a stumbling block that's there and maybe try to understand why that stumbling block or that hurdle might be in our path? No, instead we're just going to do everything that we can in order to overcome that hurdle, even if that is not the wisest thing. And chances are it's not the wisest thing. You do have a very big opportunity to fulfill one of your desires at the moment. But success is not going to come by amping up your will and becoming more fierce in your drive to achieve your aim. Instead, it's going to come from perspective, from paying attention, from being aware, from learning from an experience which you're having, being willing to alter your approach when and where necessary, and to look at something from a different angle. What you need to do today is to see with a deeper level of awareness rather than becoming more deeply embroiled in a particular struggle. Now, Mula is a karma-driven nakshatra. It's driven by desire, pure, plain, and simple, right? There's a story called the Ramayana, and it's about Rama, who was an incarnation of Vishnu, and his wife Sita, who was taken away by a demon king named Ravana. Now, it was pointed out to Ravana during his particular foils, the things that he was involved in, right? Sorry, couldn't think of the right word. And so sometimes I just make up my own, too. We all. It was pointed out to Ravana that he was doing the wrong thing. But rather than listen to the fact that he was going against Dharma, instead he just became more egotistical, more driven to fight against Rama. And finally he was slain by Rama in the end. But because of being slain by Rama, he was able to be transported to a heavenly realm. So he was carried towards his liberation, so to speak, right? And what tends to happen with Mula nakshatra is we become so filled with a particular type of drive that eventually we do end up hitting a brick wall. But because of hitting that brick wall, something dawns upon us, our awareness expands, and we're able to see things from a more lucid perspective after we recognize that, well, we've made a mistake. Mula is associated with a particular deity, a goddess called Niriti. Niriti is the goddess of dissolution, of dissolving things or destroying things, right? So things get broken apart with Mula, but they get broken apart because of the sheer strength of force that ultimately can lead to nothing else but a collapse. And from that particular collapse or dissolution comes a higher level of awareness. The lunar tithi today is Shukla Saptami. It's the 7th day of the bright half of the moon. And there is a very powerful, strong, driven energy to the lunar tithi as well, but this is actually a positive force. And that positive force is not meant to be used to more firmly exercise your will. Instead, it's supposed to be used to exercise self-control. There's a connection between the Saptami tithi and Indra. And Indra was able to attain his heavenly status because of exercising self-control and going through severe austerity. So there is a lesson with that, to harness your will. Rather than exercising your will, harness it, control it. Don't let it break a situation apart, right? That's what can ultimately help you today. The solar lunar yoga today is Ayushman. And Ayushman means life possessing. And with this particular energy, there is the danger that you can become so possessed by achieving a certain aim that you actually do damage to your potential of being able to achieve that. So instead, self-control is the key. Exercising self-control and awareness will help you to get the job done. Should you need a little bit of assistance with a difficult situation in your life, I should mention that I do offer several different tiers of astrological service, all of which are available through the astrological services page of my website. You should see a link to that page in the bottom left-hand corner of this video. For those of you who are interested in learning some predictive techniques of Vedic astrology and already have a firm astrological foundation in the basics, I should mention that I am beginning a course on the 10th of October in predictive techniques that will involve the Jaimini branch of astrology and also the Parashara branch of astrology, and beginning to narrow a window using the dasha periods, or the planetary periods and sign periods that are connected to both of those particular systems. And once a window is narrowed, then using transits, a system of transits, to predict something down to within a day or two. And if you're interested in learning more about that course, there is a link in the bottom right of this video. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, 20th of September, 2018. Until next time, please take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.